And we are back here now. Day 2 here. Canadian Open. Just doing a few down and backs here. And then we should be ready to go. Starting off the morning here with a little international flavor. Got this one here on one side, Jason Dunlop, Greg Haverson, and on the other side, Rick Wiersma and ACL International Pro from Germany, Thomas Pernack. Once we start the games, that scoreboard should change up. I've seen the score of the last game. That was on there. So we are into round 4 of doubles now. If I'm looking at the standings here correctly, we have a bunch of teams at 3-0. Bobby Sperry, Eric Hauser, Mike Ferreira, Jordan Power, Isabella Suprenant, Gavin Cano, 3-0. Matt Saltalamacchia, Brian Forbes, 3-0. Jaden Ellis, Tony Pena, Ryan Smith, Jamie Fincham, Clayton Robertson, Brandon Brown, Storm Hogue, Jimmy Humans, Danny Seals, Yeti Irwan, Chris Morrison, his partner Broden are 3-0. And that's kind of your top 10 at 3-0. We got a bunch of teams here. I see Ryan Tucker, Connor Weiss, 3-0. Jeremy Schemmerhorn, Joe Neistat, 3-0. Canadian team, James Finley, Tyler Finley, 3-0. As well as Timmy Jonas, Nicole Pratt. I see Lori Duell, Miranda Coy at 2-1. Tim Sanchi, Justin Nolan, a Canadian team, 2-1. Looks like we may do a couple more down and backs here. And then we will get started. If you're watching there, it was a late night last night here with the teams event. Yeah, I know we are getting started a little early here today. Your schedule would have seen or said we're starting at 3 o'clock, but I was here and we're ready to go. So again, here that score that's on the board there now is wrong. That will reset once they set up the game here. Just doing a few down and backs. You see International Pro from Germany, Thomas Pernack on the right there. It may have to. I think I'll probably do one more down and back here, and then we will get going. See another down and back. Just trying to look, see if I can pick up a link to put into the chat there. Okay, so there is now a link in the chat that will take you to all the brackets. You can follow along on anything that goes on. Just click on that. You'll be able to get to brackets, standings, whatever you need. We'll all be on that there. Okay, so those bags, first bags were live. You can see Rick picked up 2 points there. Him and Thomas were up 2-0. Thomas's third bag, he's up and just blocking the hole. Greg pushes in, knocks one of his bags in. Thomas's goes a little closer to the hole. Thomas goes in, pushes one of his in. So what Greg does, picks up, leaves it on top. I think that'll be 1 point for Greg and Jason. Big score now 2-1. Jason Dunlop will be throwing first. Rick's first bag is in. Over top. Dave tries to go over his blocker. Lands on the back. Rick's going up. Rick goes airmail. Dave tries it as well. Dave kind of bounces in. See if Rick will go up for a third time. He does. Just to the left of the hole. Dave will go up. Off, it kicks off his bag, just hanging on the back of that board. Rick's gonna go up. Go in, so it looks like an 8-on-6. Another 2 points for Rick and Thomas. They now lead 4-1. Again, this is round 4 of rounders. We'll try and keep you up with the updated standings here once we start seeing them. Thomas's first bag is a block, and Greg goes into it. Thomas pushes into that block. Greg off to the left. Thomas pushes in. I think that bag is just about ready to go. Greg pushes in. See if Thomas goes hard push, doesn't drop anything. See if Greg will go up on the board for a wash. 4-4 wash. Rick Weir's on the first bag. Up and just kicks off the left of the hole. He's blocking up that back. Dave will go off and block on that left side as well. Rick's got an open lane. Takes advantage of it. Jason hits his bag, slides it back, and then kind of plops himself between his and Thomas's bag. Rick will block up that front. Jason goes off to the side. Rick's got a chance to push here. He just goes into the pile. Jason's up on, he hits the, bounces off his bag. In the hole for a wash.
Go, buddy, we got her.
Jeff, they're brothers. I can mix them up. It's okay. I've been known to mix brothers up. I know that that's Greg throwing, that's his partner. So Thomas put one off the board there. Greg now goes up. He goes off. Thomas is up. Goes into Greg's bag. Greg goes for the airmail, goes over top. Picking up 2 more points for Rick and Thomas. Rick will have first bag. See, now we have Karen watching, so I have to say the right name now, or she'll get mad at me. Rick puts his first bag block, and Jason Dunlop will now throw his first bag. He goes into Rick's bag. Rick, nice replacement bag. Jason goes into Rick. See if Rick now will go up for the airmail. He tries. I think his other bag wants to go. And it goes. As Jason goes into Rick. Will Rick do a come around bag again? And he does. Great stuffing of the beaver by Mr. Wiersma. Oh, and Jason tries to go for the airmail. Hits his bag in. Then lands on the back. 12 on 6. Another 6 points. Make that 12-1 now the score. Thomas, his first bag, quick first bag. He's up on the board. Greg goes in. Thomas goes into his bag. Kind of building that wall up in the front. Greg continues that wall across. Thomas with a great push through. His bag now hanging in the hole. Greg's up into that pile, but knocks his bag off to the side. Thomas manages to get one of his bags in. Greg's up and in. See, that's an 8 on 6. Yes, it is. 12-3 the score now for Rick and Thomas. Jason Dunlop up and blocking in the front. Rick tries to come around bag, but just doesn't make it all the way in. Jason then pushes into his bag. Rick's up nice collect of his bag. Brings in one of Jason's as well. Jason goes, pushes into his bag. I think Rick still has room for a come around bag. Again, like he has been throwing a few, but he just goes in, nice block in behind. Jason goes for a push, bounces off Rick's bag. Oh, Rick tries to get around it, can't. 8 on 6. Big score now 14-3 for Rick and Thomas. Thomas's first bag just misses the hole to the right, but it's hanging on the back. Still scoring. And Greg is off. Thomas is up and in. Nice slide shot by Thomas. Greg now blocking Thomas back from coming back, but it's hanging on the back. Thomas is up and in. Greg really jams up the back of that hole. Thomas slides it in. Greg goes up. Looks like that's a 9 on 2 as he knocks one of Thomas's bags off the back, below his own. And that'll be it. Rick and Thomas take it 21-3. Great job by Rick and Thomas there. So he just has a swirl change there once Rick enters it. There it is. So we'll try to see here now in the standings. Or I could ask Rick as he walks by here. So Rick? He doesn't hear me. So here we got 160 teams I have to scroll through here. But yeah, it's I'd say this is a nice thing that I have to scroll through this many teams. As this is the largest tournament ever in Canada with the amount of people that we have here. 160 teams. I have a couple guys here now just warming up. I'll fix this here up a little bit while we're waiting and watching Thomas and Dion, who they got to battle last year in the Netherlands at the European Open. So see Adam Hubbard walking into the screen. Emma St. Thomas, to see her come along in her red Peterborough jersey as well. For the viewers from Newfoundland, I know you will like seeing Dion and Albert warming up here. We're going to do a couple down and backs to see Emma just throwing her bags down. Let's hope it won't be like the last game, and I'll call her Megan a couple times, like I did with mixing up Dave and Jason Dunlop. So they're going to do 2 down and backs here. We have a long day of cornhole on the ACL Canada Facebook page, Cornhole TV, and the ACL YouTube page. We've got finishing up doubles rounders here. Then we will have the doubles bracket this afternoon. Then tonight, 8 p.m., you will see the ACL Canada versus US Pro Exhibition. Let's just do one more down and back.
Over and over again. I don't hear nothing out of here.
We'll just be going back one time.
I didn't say I wasn't going to do it. I said I wasn't going to do it.
Now seeing local bags, sponsored pros, Connor Weiss, Ryan Tucker coming into the interview there.
I guess you're Emma.
Let's finish up this here going back. It's like we are live here now.
Hit the back over there just a little bit. Little move. Just a hair. Yep. Good luck.
Not sure how much that board moved. That Jeremy wanted Adam to give it a kick because they're both, as you can see, they got the. Nice shot by Emma, goes through. Jeremy goes up, puts it in. Emma's up, just misses to the right. Jeremy goes in. Emma's up and in. Jeremy misses. Wash that round out, we'll stay at zeros. Blocked by Adam. It's on his side, so he's going to be able to push that easily. Nathan's first bag just off to the right of Adam's. And then goes off to the side. Nate's bag. He's up, pushes into Adam's. Adam's just kind of hanging in the hole. Adam pushes both his and Nate's bag in, but he's done hanging in the hole. Nate's bag with the bounce of the board, he puts Adam's bag in. Adam then goes in himself again. And Nate's up and in. Give Adam 1 point. They're now up. Him and Emma are up 1-0. Emma's first bag just right in the front. She's happy that it's on the board. She's up, blocks that ACL logo on the back. Jeremy misses as well. Emma's up, she misses the other side. And Emma's up and in. As Adam wants her to go to the front corner, she puts it in. Jeremy and Nate now up 4-1. Nate will throw first bag. Nate's up and in. Adam's first bag. He's up and in. Nate will go bag number 2. He's in. Adam, nice block up the front. Nate just goes right through. And Adam puts his bag in. Nate here, his final bag. He's up and in. And Adam's in for a double beaver stuff. Score stays 4-1. Favorite Jeremy Macri, Nate Todd over Adam Hubbard, Emma St. Thomas. Jeremy's first bag. Emma, her first bag, she's up, just misses. Starts with that block in the back again. Jeremy's up, blocks to the right of the hole, your left as you're watching. Emma slides off the back, just misses. Jeremy misses. Emma can come back in with a bag in. She misses right. Jeremy was up and airmails it. That was up, just missed off the side. 8-on-3.
5.
They scored 9-1-0. Nate's first bag, he's up and to the right of the hole. Adam Corndug. Nate's bag's up and in. Adam's up and in. Nate's bag coming in now. He's up and in. Will Adam follow? Pushes on to Nate's bag, but Adam has got a bit of a bag hanging in the hole. Nate gives it a touch, it doesn't fall anymore. But Adam brings it in. 10-9 there, 1 point. Jeremy's first bag is up and in. Emma puts her bag in. Jeremy's in. Emma up off to the right. Jeremy's up and in. Emma puts her bag in. Jeremy's in. Looking like a 12 on 10 here. No, 12 on 8.
All right, you got it, buddy.
14-1 now the score. Nate's up. Nate's in. Adam's up and in. Nate's up and off to the right. Adam's up and in. And Nate's in. Adam's going to go for it. Oh, just misses. It's up on the back of the hole. Nate's in. Nate's in for a 10. Adam can go in for a 10 and a wash. No, he's off the side. 10 on 8, that's 2 more points. 16-1 now the score. Jeremy's bag's up and blocking on the front. Emma, just off the left, that bag can still get brought back. Jeremy rolls over, gets in. Emma's still got a lane to watch that bag. And she collects it. Nice collect by Emma. Jeremy's third bag. He's up just over and then in the hole. Sliding back down. Emma's up, just misses on the back. So can Jeremy collect that bag, bring it in? No, he doesn't. Emma goes up into that pile, 8 on 8. Got a wash. Keep it on 16.
Was it 8-7? 8?
Nate's first bag. He's up and then on Adam's side of the hole. Adam goes, kicks off that bag, then comes around. Nice bag. Nate pushes off his own bag. He's in. Adam's in. Nate's in. Adam falls back down. Nate's final bag is in. Oh, Adam going for it. 10 on 9, gives up 1 point. Could have had a 12. Goes Jeremy with his first bag. 17-1 the score here. He's got a bag off. Still hanging in the hole. Emma goes. Kicks off Jeremy's bag and in. Jeremy's up and in. Emma kicks off that bag. She's in. Jeremy will do the same. Emma pushes into Jeremy's bag. Jeremy's in. Comes up off the back. Score is now 20-1. Nate, Jeremy just need one. Nate puts a block up there for Adam. Adam pushes into it. Jeremy pushes into Adam's bag. I'm not sure if Adam can bring that bag back. Adam pushes into that pile. Jeremy knocks his bag in but goes off the back. So Adam kind of thinking what he's going to do here. He pushes into that pile.
Look at her, you're good. Look at her, you're good.
Right now it's 7 on 3. Sorry, 5 on 3.
Good shot.
Sorry, my math is bad. That's now 7 on 3 now. And Adam's off the back, and that's it. That'll do it. Yeah, we will just wait for our next game to pop up here.
Mind if we keep these back here? You're not going to steal them all?
So we will just leave this view up here. I'm just going to take a break, and I will be right back. But yeah, next game should be up here in a few minutes. Looks like we are ready to go here now with games in round 5. Looking at the top 10 here now. So we got top number right now. Number 1 seed is Bobby Sperry, Eric Hauser. Number 2 seed at 4-0 is Mike Ferreira, Jordan Power, Chris Morrison, Rody Raird. Number 4, Jaden Ellis, Tony Pena, Clayton Robertson, Brandon Brown at number 5. Ryan Tucker, Connor Weiss at 6. Brandon Earl, Steve Gray at 7. Danny Seals, Yeti Irwan at 8. 9, Tiffany Fincham and Elizabeth Tennyson. Number 10, Sam Finley, Maddie McBride, and I'm going to say 11th because they are a full Canadian team, the top Canadian team. I kind of had a feeling these guys may be there. James Finley and Tyler Finley. So that's your top 11. In New York, we've got more New York here with the Invaders from Buffalo. Caden Blencow won the junior singles yesterday. They'll be partnered up with Brandon Peasley. They'll be against David Hesch and Jeffrey Gerhardt. I was just delivered a nice package of some local bags here. So if you are here and you want to get some new local bags, I still have them in the box here. Take a selfie with me as you see me walking around. Post it to the correct post on Facebook. Remember, that's a selfie. You take it with me, not just one of yourself. And your chance to win. I've already given away 1 set. I want to give away some more sets of bags. And plus, if you get the chance, head over to the Down and Back Cornhole Podcast Facebook page. Give it a like and a follow. I think I'm about 10 followers now from 1,000, and when we get to 1,000, giving away a set of bags. Same as the YouTube page, Down and Back Cornhole Podcast on YouTube. Once we get to 450 subscribers, a set of bags given away again. All you have to do is just click. A couple little clicks, and you have a chance to win some free cornhole bags, which nothing wrong with getting free cornhole bags. And looking here, when I did mention the top 11, those are the 11 teams that are left at 4-0. 160 teams and only 11 that are 4-0. Looks like our bags are live here now. That's Caden Blencow in the gray shirt, Jeffrey Gerhardt, and the Titans Cornhole shirt. Jeffrey kind of goes up in behind. Oh, Jeffrey off the back. 6 on 5. Caden scores 1. Brandon first bag, he's in. David resets. He's up just to the right of the hole. David's in. So Brandon's in, David's to the right of the hole. Brandon kind of sticks up there, blocks David's bags from going in. David goes in. to his bags. Brandon does the same. Scoring a bunch there. Scores 5. It's now 6-0 for Brandon and Caden. Caden will have first bag. Caden throws a short one. I'm not even sure if I've seen him throw any short ones yesterday in the games that we had of his. Well, Caden's off to the right of the hole. He's going to let that first bag, just not worry about it. Gerhard puts one into the hole, and Caden just goes right through. Gerhard off to the right. Caden back up the middle. Great recovery by Caden after those first 2 bags. Score now 6-1. Jeffrey picks up 1 there. David first bag. He's up, blocking the front. Brandon goes in, place, then David returns the favor. Brandon's in. Hesh puts a block in the front. Brandon drops one of David's bags. David then just pushes it in the pile. Brandon goes hard, push, and we got an 8-on-8 wash. Jeffrey's first bag is up and in. Caden, another first bag short. Jeffrey's off to the left. Caden's up, puts a great block in there. Washing out again. Dave's first bag is in. Brandon then follows him. Brandon's got 2 bags up in the back corner. Twelve on 8. 6-5 score now. David's first bag is up and in. Caden's going to block up the front. Jeffrey puts one off to the other side. Caden will split those 2 bags and go in. Jeffrey does the same. Caden puts a block up that hole. Jeffrey goes into it. Now we'll see with Caden if he goes up or if he just tries to hard push through. Tries to go up. Score 7-6 now. David and Jeffrey. David's first bag is a block. Brandon almost pulls the come around bag. David's at the front of the hole all blocked up. Looks like we're about to have a big bunch up. Well, one of Dave's drops. Brandon goes up. Knocks a couple in, but one of them being David's. Then goes up and just tries to put the block in the back. David hard airmail, drag. 9 on 8. Picks up 1, 7-7. Block up on Jeffrey's side. Jeffrey then goes on the Caden side. Caden comes through the push, almost gets both bags to collect in, but they are ready to go. A little bit of a delayed drop there. Now up, puts a block, gets that wall going up in front of the hole. Jeffrey goes for the push, gets to his bags to drop it, his kicks off to the side, just hanging on the hole. Caden's up and in with his 4th bag. And a little bit of a delay drop. Picks up 3 points there now, 10-7. David's up and in. Brandon will follow him in there. Brandon's got 1 bag off the side there. David's in. Brandon's in. David's hanging on the back. Brandon misses. David's up. And in for a 10 on 8. Look at some of the other scores there now, right? Tiffany Fincham, Elizabeth Tennyson up 16-14 on Bobby Sperry, Eric Hauser. Battle of 4-0 teams. Trying to see some other scores from those other top players. Jeffrey's first bag is a block. Connor Weiss, Ryan Tucker up 7-2 against Danny Seals, Yeti Irwan. Wright's got a block on the back there. He went for a big one. Just trying to check out some of these other scores that are here now. I'm not seeing all the other courts pop up here. Couple bags up, block. Nice replacement bag by Dave there. Brandon off the back. David then pushes into that little bit of a pile. Brandon's up, knocks one of David's bags in. David lets him off the hook, leaving it up there. 8 on 4. Makes score now 13-12. Jimmy Human, Storm Hogue up 9-2 on Albert Parsons, Dion Kuza here. Bag number 2 just goes in. Oh, nice airmail by Jeffrey there. Caden pushes off, goes off the back. Jeffrey hits Caden's bag up front, stays on the back of the board. So what Caden can do here, he tries to collect, can't. 8 on 3. Score now 15-12. David's first bag is up to the side. Brandon goes in. David's in. Brandon goes in. David does the same. Brandon collects on David's bag that's up the front. David's in. Brandon needs to go in for a wash. A little hard and off to the side. 10 on 7. Brandon, you can see, go for a walk. Goes for a sit down in the front row. 18-12 now the score. David puts his bag in. Caden does the same. Jeffrey collects his bags. Caden throws a short one. Gerhard puts a block up the front. And Caden's looking, he's got to go airmail here. And he hits the airmail. Big shot for Caden to keep this game going. Great shot. To only give up one. 19-12. David's first bag is in. Brandon knows in. David's the same. David's off to the side. That could be the game right there. Oh, David and Brandon's in to stay in the game. To only give up one. 20-12. That bag off the back by David kept Brandon alive. Jeffrey up first here. He's up and off to the side. Caden's got a view of the hole. He's in. Jeffrey's off to the side as well. Caden's still got a view of that hole. Pick up some big numbers here, and he just goes into that pile. Jeffrey will step out. And he wants that up, just up the front. Caden goes into it. Sitting 5 on 3 right now. Jeffrey goes up and just lands and nothing falls. So it's sitting 5 on 4 right now. Brandon's kind of having to look. Brandon's wanting him to board it. Wants him to board it. He's up and he boards just does it. 6 on 4, 2 points. That makes the score 20-14. Brandon now first bag. He's up, hanging on the hole. David's up the front. Brandon pushes that pile. Looks like they're all going to go. David gives them a little nudge. Brandon hard push, knocks all those bags in. Sitting 7 on 4. David pushes his in, 7 on 7. Final bag for each player. And the hard push almost knocks his bag in. That's what David wants to do here now. Goes up. 8-8 wash. here. Control bag. Hits the dead spot in the front of the board, covering up the ACL logo. Jeffrey misses off to the right. Caden bounces off Jeffrey's bag and in. That went a long way to come around. Jeffrey's in. Caden rolls over his own bag. Jeffrey doesn't have that clear lane to get into around his way he was in before. Goes up, just hanging on the side of the hole. Like that hole is wide open. I really like the way that Brandon gets to Caden here. Oh, and Caden almost rolls. He tells him, whatever you're comfortable with, you throw it. Jeffrey's up, and Jeffrey's in. And that'll be it. 8 on 6. (22-14) final there. Oh, we got the big guns coming up here now. Okay, we are back here. We got, as I said, we got the big guns here. You can see Chris Morrison, Broden Rarick against Mike Ferreira, Jordan Power. A couple of 4-0 teams here. Looks like we are nearing the end of round 5. We'll do 6 rounds. We'll take a bit of a break, and then we'll be back a little later on with the brackets. Let these guys here warm up a bit, and we will be right back. We'll leave the live feed on so you can kind of keep an eye on them, so you'll know when this is starting. But yeah, right back in a minute. As here we now have seen Jordan Power step up to the table here. I know after him coming back at me last year, I know I will not be making any comments.
Look bad as a team, Mike. Fuck that.
Seeing Jordan getting his first couple warm-up throws in. I'll put the link for the brackets up. It's all the brackets for the weekend. So you can just bookmark that page. You can keep going back to it. You'll be able to pick up whatever you want. So here's another battle of 4-0 teams. It's like this is the first one to go. Mike knocks in one of Broden's bags. Broden goes into Mike. Mike puts his in. Broden can go in for a 10. Does. Mike can go in for a 10 and a wash. Oh, off the back. 10 on 7, that's 3 points. Jordan's first bag is off to the right. Chris goes up for another block. Jordan goes right through, almost takes his bag with him. Chris then puts his up with another block. Jordan drops his bag. It's bag by Jordan. Chris goes in. Jordan can go. Oh.
I said it too early. They got me that time.
I don't know if you hear Jordan. He was like home sweet home with that last bag, and then it just said, no way, you're not home yet. 3-2 now, Chris and Broden. Mike is up and back in the hole. Broden kind of goes in and blocks up. Mike does the same. Oh, that really skipped off those bags and leaped in the hole.
I like that.
Mike jams up the hole. So now have a look at it.
Not bad. Not blue.
You go, Broden, with his final bag. Pushes in that pile. They almost go. 6 on 4. Mike picks up 2 points. Mike's, as you see, Mike looked amazed that he got 2 points there. Jordan's first bag. Jordan is up and in. Jordan's up and in again. Chris is in. Jordan's just in that rhythm right now. And Chris is off to the side. Jordan's up and in. He kind of gives a, hey, it's what I do. Six 3 now. Mike's first bag is up and in. Broden just puts one up the block. Mike pushes, replaces it to the front. Broden kind of goes off Mike's bag and goes around. Mike knocks Broden's bag in. Mike pushes, gets 2 of his to go. Broden, as you can see, got 1 in the bag off the back. Broden's in. 10 on 9. 7-3 the score now. Jordan and Mike. Jordan's first bag is in. Chris puts a block up the front. Jordan goes over the top of the airmail and says, yeah, sure, go ahead, block it. Chris then blocks up right at the front of the hole. Jordan pushes into that pile.
Take a ball.
Mike says he can stay skinny and grab it. We'll see here. He puts another block up. Kind of had a talk with Jordan this morning as he was warming up that Joe Neestad with winning the swap and the teams event last night, that he's kind of coming for Jordan's all-over title from last year. And Jordan kind of gave me just a little bit of a laugh. Yeah, he can try. So we'll see just how Jordan fares today. Broden kind of does a little dance as he makes that throw. Mike goes up in behind. See what Broden will do with his next bag. He's going to try and push through the middle. Nope, goes for Mike's bag, but hang off the side. Mike goes to airmail and miss. Broden can pick up that bag in the middle, I think, if he goes for the hard push there. And he does. Mike then collects his bag. Jordan can go in for 3. On for 1. And he's in for 3. 11-6 now. Chris Morrison, first bag. Chris is up and puts a block up. Jordan says not even a chance. Chris does the same. Jordan does the same. Chris just misses. Jordan's like, I'm just going to keep going. Chris pushes through.
I almost threw it for fun.
Jordan says he almost threw that airmail for fun. Jordan puts up a beaver stuff, and it's 14-6. Mike's first bag is a block. Broden pushes Mike's bag in as a replace. Mike has off on the side of the hole. Broden comes in, gives a push, knocks his in, keeps his up front. Mike goes in behind. Not an easy push for Broden. Broden goes up with the air backside airmail, gets it. And Mike does the same. Broden, oh, it just doesn't fall. Broden had a chance. 8-8 wash. Both thought they had it. Jordan's first bag. He's up and just kind of on the edge of the hole. Chris is off to the side. Jordan just slide in. He's got 2 bags. They're just hanging. They're both going to go. Chris goes into it. Will Jordan go up? Jordan likes to push. Knocks one of his in. Kind of a replacement bag there. Chris goes in with the push. Mike's saying throw it. Jordan gets a couple bags of fall. Jordan's sitting 10. He's in 12 on 8. Another 4. 18-6 now. Mike Farrah, Emperor with the first bag. He's up and in. Broden now. He's up and in. Emperor puts a block. Broden slides into him. Mike pushes, collects Broden's bag in his own, going in. Now Broden's in. Mike's bag just won't fall. Broden knocks it, goes in. 12 on 10. Broden picks up 2. 18-8 the score. Chris the first bag. Chris goes up. It's a shot on the side. Ooh, Jordan throws the corn dog. Chris is in. Jordan's in, just slides it in. Chris puts a block up. Jordan goes up, just into that block. Chris is going to go through. Chris asked if you wanted him to go up. Two of Chris's bags go. There's a ball, he just misses it. Big round there for Chris.
All right, 18-14. My bad, boy.
18-14 now. Broden's first bag is up. He's on the edge of the hole. Mike comes up, slides in. It's got an easy slide in, slow motion. Broden puts both bags in. Mike goes in. Broden's up and in. Emperor's the same. Broden's up. He misses on the back. Mike's got a chance for two. Mike goes up. Hits the airmail.
Shot, boy. Come on.
Gets two. Tried to end one of them to end the game. Only gets two. 20-14. Jordan's up in a block. Chris goes into him. Jordan now goes up. Jordan knew it wasn't good right from the start. Chris is up blocking the hole. Jordan kind of clogs it up. Broden wants him to just set it down and block.
I like that. I think he's just going to clean it all up.
Call time. You can see the meeting there. And we are ready to go here. Each guy's a bag left. Jordan just needing 1 point for the win. Chris just slides off, almost off the back. Jordan goes too hard. Jordan knocks one in and goes off. Chris is up and in. They stay alive, 20-17. Picks up 3 points. Broden's first bag, he's up and in. Mike does the same. Mike pushes one of Broden's bags in. Broden up and in. Oh, Mike's just hanging on the side there. Broden's up and in. We're at 12. Mike goes up. Nothing falls. And that'll be it. Chris Morrison, Brody Rerig take down Mike Ferreira, Jordan Power. And we'll see what that does to the standings now. So that leaves just a few teams left standing here at 4-0. So we will leave these here up, and you will get a chance to. I'll be back with what's more. What's our next matchup? And we'll leave that here, and you can watch Gavin Cano here just kind of warm up. Okay, as you can see, we're up. We were just waiting for one player. Waiting for Brandon Brown. So we'll have local bags against Cornhole scenario bags in this game. Anyone from up here in Canada knows that Connor Weiss is on with his sock game. And I'm looking over at Ryan Tucker here, and he's wearing the same socks as Connor, except for different color, but same design and everything on it. So I'm thinking Connor may have a little bit of influence on Ryan with his sock game. We'll do a little down and back here now. So actually they're going to go down, and they will start with Clayton and Connor coming back. So we're down to 6 teams left at 5-0, being Clayton Robertson, Brandon Brown, Jaden Ellis, Tony Pena, Chris Morrison, Broden Rerig, Brandon Earl, Steve Gray, Ryan Tucker, Connor Weiss, Tiffany Fincham, Elizabeth Tennyson, 5-0. Then we go into the 4-1s of Bobby Speary, Eric Hauser, Austin Kipple, Larry Luckenbill Jr., Bella Soprenin, Gavin Canoer, 4-1. Ruben Snyder, Kyle Petering, 4-1. Jordan Power, Mike Farrow, 4-1. Shemmerhorn Neistat, 4-1. Seals and Irwan, 4-1. Top Canadian team at 4-1. Dave Dunlop, Glenn McNutt. So we're seeing here, Connor Weiss, chance to pick up some points here. Pick up 1. 8 on 7. So I said we got local bags versus Cornhole scenario bags here. So 1-0, Connor and Ryan. Ryan's back just off to the left of the hole. You're right as you're watching. Brandon's up. He blocks right next to him. Ryan will step out a bit. Almost as far out as you can. Ryan's up. He pushes Connor's bag in, but then he is now sitting on the edge of the hole. He might be able to drag the other one back. Brandon's off the side. Ryan pushes one of his bags in, his other one's stay on the side of the hole. Brandon's up, sticks right in front. These bags are just glued to the board. And Ryan's up and in. Comes Brandon now, his 4th bag. He's up and just doesn't get it to fall. 8 on 5. Four nothing now. Ryan Tucker, Connor Weiss. Connor now off to the right of the hole, your left. Clayton is up and in. Connor still winning a line there. Clayton's up in the front, hanging in the hole. Connor's up and in, collects that bag. Brings his bag a little closer to the hole. Clayton's up and in. Connor's just collects his bag off to the side. Connor not happy with that bag. Clayton's up and in, 9 on 6. 3 points, 4-3 now. Brandon Brown, first bag. He's up and in. Ryan Tucker now up, blocking the front. Brandon goes up. Just bangs off the back of the hole, but stays on the back of the board. Ryan's up, replacement bag. His is very much hanging in the hole now. Brandon deciding what he wants to do. He's up, pushes Ryan in. Ryan's up, just kind of taps on Brandon's bag, but it doesn't fall. Ryan's still sitting in the front. Brandon goes up for the airmail, hits the airmail. Doesn't bring anything with him. Ryan with the push gets all the bags in. 6-6. Connor's up, just hits the front of the board. Clayton now's up off of Connor's bag and in. Connor's up and in as well. Clayton does it in again. Connor's up and in. Clayton the same. Because Connor's up and in for a 10. Clayton's in for a 12. 12 on 10. Another 2 points. Eight-6 now for Clayton and Brandon. Brandon's off to the left of the hole. Ryan just kind of follows suit. I think he can still grab that bag though. Brandon's up and off to the side as well. Ryan follows suit. Looks like the board might be tilted that way. Brandon's up and in. Connor's telling him, Ryan, to shoot it. Oh, he just misses. Brandon's final shot. Goes up just on the front. Connor wants Ryan to shoot it again. Telling him to go for it. Hard pushing in. It's like an 8 on 6. We're all square up again. Connor with the first bag. His first bag goes in this time. Clayton puts a block up in front of Connor. Connor's up, goes hanging on the hole on Clayton's side. Clayton's bounces off his bag. His bag goes a bit closer to the hole. but his other bag he threw goes off, and Connor, a slow fall in. Plays now up, puts a block up. Connor now goes up. Oh, off the back of the hole. Doesn't fall.
Those both are hanging 50%. I said more to give up the 3. Come take a look at it. Come take a look. Come forward. Come take a look. Come take a look.
Brandon wants a timeout.
This one's not going to fall. That one might fall.
Watch him have a talk about it. Sitting 8-on-4 right now, so in favor of Connor and Ryan. I think it's great. We got like 64 people watching. 66 people watching on a Saturday afternoon. That one I didn't quite catch that one there, but he just put the bag up in front. 11 points. 11-8 now. Ryan's up and he puts a blocker in the front. Brandon now is up. It's on alongside Ryan's bag in front of the hole. Ryan pushes into those bags. I see Mr. Jimmy McGuffin is watching. Jimmy, a lot of people have been asking where you're at. Why are you not here? He's got the farm to tend to. People are missing you here. Brandon's next bag. Pushes into that pile. It knocks Ryan's in a little more. Connor wants him just to go for it. One of Ryan's falls, but he's still got 2 hanging there. Connor wants to go right into it. Short airmail, hitting those. Oh, just misses it. Brandon's up. Boards it for 6-on-4. Another 2 points, make it now 13-8. And as I do see, we do have a lot of viewers in the southern states. I want to say our thoughts are all going out to people in Little Rock, and then we have some people up here this weekend that have family or even their homes that we're almost in the path of that, so we're all thinking about all of them down there. Nice bag by Connor. Clayton just misses off to the left with that. Connor can go in for a 9 here, or even a 12, but no, he puts off to the side. It's Clayton's final bag. So they're sitting 10-on-3 right now. And he goes in 10-on-6. Ryan's up on the side of the hole. Brandon thinking of his shot. He's up, he follows Ryan. Seems that side of the board, as they're throwing from left to right, is just favoring that one side. It's almost like the room is tilted. Brandon up. Ryan's up, pushes, and he puts one in, and his replacement back. Great bag by Ryan. Brandon's up, pushes one of his in. I think Ryan can see a little sliver of room. Go! Now let's see what Brandon wants to do here. They're sitting 6-on-5. Brandon's up. And they don't go in. 6 on 6.
Wait, my bad on that one.
Connor with first bag. Connor is up. Blocking the front of the hole. Clayton off to the side. Connor replacement bag. Nice bag by Connor. Clayton now is going to look to go around. He does. Puts Connor's bag a little more in the hole. Connor's up, collects both of those bags. Clayton's up, Clayton's off to the side. Connor's up and in for a beaver stuff. A genuine Canadian beaver stuff by the Canadian. Clayton's up and off the back. 12 on 5, 7 there. So Connor and Ryan take it, defeating Clayton Robertson and Brandon Brown. They will go to 5-0. They will be finishing 5-0. Sorry, 6-0 with the 24-8 final. Brandon and Clayton fall to 5-1. I think just a fantastic game there. So that will end it. I'm going to leave this here on for a little bit. We'll see if they even will come up and just throw. But we'll be back with the final standings, and then when we may be back on this afternoon. As you can see, we are back up with another game, another 5-0 game here. So one of these teams here will go to 6-0, one will go to 5-1. Chris Morrison, Broden Rierig, you've seen him before. Tiffany Fitchin, we've seen her last night and yesterday in the women's singles with Elizabeth Tennyson. So here we go, starting up first round going. Didn't get a chance to see who won the toss. It looks like Broden won the toss. He's up and in. Tiffany just off to the side. So looking for what these here board conditions here now. Learning that the air conditioning working in the rest of the building except for right above this court. I don't mind. I don't have the cool air blowing on me. I don't need it. But yeah, so this court here is warmer. Plus we've got just above the throwers on this here view, we have a line of windows. So we have no AC and sun coming right down on top of these boards. So that's why they're looking a little more stickier than the rest here. So you see Chris and Broden up with the early 2-0 lead. Elizabeth's up. Big airmail by Elizabeth. See if Chris can match that now. Dragging his bag, he gives it a push. Elizabeth's up. Nails it again. And that's got Tiffany fired up here. 4-2 score now. Tiffany and Elizabeth. Tiffany's up and puts a block in the front. Broden goes for the airmail, which just falls off the back. Tiffany kind of bounces off her front bag. Broden goes to the airmail again and misses. Tiffany slides up, bounces off her bag and in. Broden tries to slide up, but he hangs on the back of the hole. Tiffany pushes into Broden's bag. He kind of lifts, goes back down. She hangs off the back. Ball goes up the aerial drag and pulls it back. 6-on-6 wash there. Elizabeth's up and in. Chris puts a block up in the front. There's a block around with her. Chris now kind of sets up that wall. You can't see it. They're kind of standing on edge, actually, right on the edge of the hole. Elizabeth takes them all in. Chris then puts a block behind Elizabeth's bag. She goes up, airmail, hits it. Doesn't drag her bag, though. Chris goes up, hits the airmail, but drags Elizabeth's bag. 12-on-10. Tiffany's bag's on the back of the hole. Broden is in. Tiffany's in. Broden goes off to the side. Tiffany's in. Tiffany, and she tells it to drop, and it drops. So it's going to listen to her. And Broden's up in for another 12-on-10. Elizabeth's off to the side. Chris is in. Elizabeth goes in. Chris puts a block up on the front. As it rolls over Chris's bag. Chris pushes through, gets his in. Elizabeth goes up, slides in. And Chris goes in. Another 12 on 10. Gordon's bag off to the right. Tiffany's in. So after this year's done, we should have only 3 teams left at 6-0 after rounders. Gordon knocks in one of Tiffany's bags. Tiffany, there's a small little hole for Tiffany to get that bag in, and she hits it. Gordon goes up airmail, drags one of his bags. Tiffany's up just off to the side, 10 on 8. Elizabeth's up now. She's up, puts a block in the front. Chris goes up, almost gets the bag to come around Elizabeth. Then pushes Chris's bag in and she falls off the back. Chris then goes into her bag. Oh my gosh, Elizabeth drags her bag in and then the slow roll back. Chris now says, fine, I'm just going to put the wall up in front. Elizabeth rolls over but collects one of Chris's. And Chris puts both of his bags in. (10-4), Tiffany and Elizabeth. Broden's up and in. Tiffany is the same. And we've got another joining in. Mike Ferreira joins in.
Oh, goodness. Oh, this team kicked my butt. Gotta keep PG.
Oh, Broden just misses that airmail. Tiffany gets one of hers to go down.
Don't worry, if it were me, he would have hit it.
Yeah.
And clean, man. Okay, I
Tries
think he
to-
was messing with me. Yeah, I like that.
Tiffany's going to take a timeout.
Hey, Broden, if that were me, you would have hit it. Repeatedly. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that actually worked.
12-7. So you guys finished 5-1.
Everyone. Yeah.
So we'll say you guys have to stay off this court once the bracket hits, because that was your one.
No, I just threw like, what is this? I don't know, I just feel horrible. I don't know a good way to even put it.
Oh, we'll be fine. It is what it is, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And plus it's rounders.
Yep. Nice roll bag by Elizabeth there to get around that. She has hit a couple big, clean backside airmails.
Oh, wow. That was a big jump. I'm kind of surprised. The boards are pretty quick, so I'm surprised you get that hop to it, you know?
Well, what we've found is that the AC is not working above me here.
Oh.
And then we have that sun beating down from on top there.
Yep.
So, which makes these boards a little different.
Yeah, no, every other one's along the walls and everything. They have been fast.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Well, again, that's the AC is all working.
It was funny. I just played a couple of guys from Canada,
Yeah.
and they were saying that
Oh, there goes the
they
camera.
were saying that this was slow.
Yeah.
We have different definitions of slow, I think. Don't make me come over there, man. I'm watching you. Hey, Jordan!
16-7 now.
Jordan!
This is the first bag is just off the side. Mike's trying to figure out what's going on here.
I know, what happened in this last game? Everything airmail against me.
There's no up and slides in the back. There's oh, next
Limit
one
time
is-
on that roll bag, right?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
10 on 8.
Hey, Jordan.
16-9 the score now.
Oh, my keys.
Broden's first bag is up and in. Tiffany's up and in. See, both these are 5-0 teams.
Well, I noticed that there was an odd number with the 5-0, so that means a 4-1 team has to play a 5-0.
Well, I'm looking here now. I thought I'd seen there's 6.
Oh, there's 6. So
Yeah.
they must get a 5. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
there
not-
was an odd number at one point.
And Tiffany, you're looking.
I would throw my arm out if I had that back swing.
Yeah. Comes up. It's 1 to go in. See what Tiffany does here. Hard collecting. She gets both of her bags to go. Tiffany was so on fire yesterday in the women's, so I'm not.
She made a deep run. I think it was
Yeah.
top 5.
I believe so, yeah.
4th, actually. She lost to Miranda, and then, yeah. It was 4th place. She lost to Miranda. Miranda went to go play Maddie.
Nice block up by Elizabeth there.
I see some holes here. I actually would go airmail here and try to drag everything.
I think we've seen her do that before here, and she hits it. She is not afraid to throw that airmail.
Oh,
Chris goes to airmail and miss. And she hits it. He's off the back. And there, they will finish 6-0. Tiffany and Elizabeth. And Tiffany says she's coming for Jordan. So we'll just have you hide back here behind the table.
Little does she know.
So now we know 2 of the 3 6-0 teams being Connor Weiss, Ryan Tucker, the 6-0. Tiffany Fincham, Elizabeth Tennyson is 6-0.
Looks like Jaden and Tony probably are also. That
Well, yeah,
looks
because
like,
they had to play Brandon and Steve.
Yeah, that looks like it's probably a game over there. This was one of the last games to be played
Yeah.
in this round, so.
I believe it's the top 43 that are going to the.
43.
Yeah.
Top 43. So right now, if we're looking at it, the 43rd on the bubble is John George and Jason Goff.
Wow. And they're both great throwers from the Windsor area.
Oh, it changed actually since I did it. That's how quick this thing goes.
Yes. Surprisingly, Ryan Smith and Jamie Fincham were 3-2 going into this,
Wow. So
as well as Tornatola and Bushway.
wow.
Dotson and Dolan were both were also 3-2. Miranda Coy Lori Duel was 3-2.
Yeah, there's a lot of really good teams.
Mark Burgess and Arthur Noon are 4-1.
Yeah, it's gonna say it's like a new.
Yeah, I made sure to go and ask him
Yeah.
before I went and said it. James Finley, Tyler Finley, 4-1. Top Canadian team, as well as Dave Dunlop, Glenn McNutt,
That's
were
actually
both
who we
4-1.
Yeah, we just played Dunlop.
The half Canadian team of Eric Sullivan and Bernie Portalesi are 4-1. Jason Lowe, Joel Pinnacombe out of St. Thomas are 4-1. Sam Finley, Maddie McBride, 4-1. Same with Timmy Jonas and Nicole Pratt.
Yeah, a lot of really good teams going.
Jimmy Human, Storm Hogue were 4-1 going into this, as well as Danny Seals, Yeti Irwan. Shimmerhorn, Neestad were 4-1. They had picked up a loss, as well as Brady Foster and Steve DeRicky. Bobby Sperry, Eric Hauser were 4-1. Yeah, so there's Isabella Soprenta, Gavin Cano were 4-1.
Yes.
So
And these are going to change. Once these 5-1s drop, you're going to see a big change in the rankings here. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out.
yeah, it will be. This is, this is a pretty big field.
Yeah, hearing about it, there's over 170 teams.
Yep.
And compared to last year,
Well, we had 98 last year, like just around 98 teams. So
it's crazy because this maxed out and they had to stop people from registering.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. Which has kind of been the story with Canada. I know we talked about this earlier off air, but that's been the story of Canada this year, is that tournaments are selling out like weeks in advance for just a regional. And it's been absolutely insane.
yeah, no, it's perfect for the growth of the game, I know there's also a lot of other countries that are trying to catch up, Now I would say, in terms of crowd, you see Canada obviously blowing up. I saw someone from Germany here. All the way
Yeah,
from Germany.
Thomas Pernick is from Germany, yep.
Um,
Which I made the mistake while he was playing. He came up and talked to me as I was walking around there. He is not an international pro. He wants to be, but coincidentally, his partner Rick Wiersma for this weekend is the one that beat him out in the virtual in a game for him to not be an international pro. But just to have that, and I know that I was
right there.
well, no, I wasn't right there, but I know I had to. Thomas was another guy that I had to again apologize to, as he was my partner for the last virtual international tournament. So I kind of held us back on that one. But
It's awesome to see, this new international open series. It's amazing to see all the different players and how talented really everyone is, across the world. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make any other ones, I think, except for this one. So
yeah, the only other open I'll be at this year is in St. John's, our open number 2 here for Canada. Unless the ACL wants to send me over to one of the ones in Europe, I'll be able to go to that. But unless they help me out and tell me I'm going, then I'll be just watching along with everyone else.
I was really looking forward to trying to get over to Switzerland or Croatia. But with all it seems like right now the schedule is really jam-packed with a lot of tournaments stateside. But I'm hoping that any pros that are available, head over there, show up, show out.
Well, exactly, because just pros coming up here helped us a lot here, because it gives people to see how close that we are. Sure, some of the scores might be big, but the rounds aren't. Scores may be, like I said, scores may be big, but it's only like a 10-8 round or a 10-9 or something like that. So the scores may look 21-0 or whatever, but those are taking a long time to play. So
yeah, no, and sometimes the score doesn't show what the game really was. If it's constantly just a 1 or 2 points around, And even if it's 21 nothing, say
Yep.
it's 21 nothing, you would think, oh wow, they got crushed. Really, that may not be the case. Score-wise, yes, it was 21-0, but playing-wise, it may have been a battle. Just chipping away.
Well, you take, perfect example of that is that Devin Harbaugh-Ryan Smith game,
Yeah.
right? The points, there was the difference in point. There was the big difference in points, but not PPR.
Yeah. It's crazy to think they were both throwing crazy around 11.
Yeah.
Devin pulled it out, but it's amazing. Sometimes stats alone don't show the game.
No. I think looks like there's still maybe just a couple games that are still playing here.
Yeah, it looks like 4 more. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I was talking to Todd. He said that the bracket play will probably start around 2:15. He wants to give a couple minutes for people to either get something to eat or get
Yep.
a drink or something. So that's good to know.
Yeah, because we'll probably take about an hour break on here, maybe come back about 2:30 once we find out just who these top 43 are. That's who we're kind of waiting for. Take a break from that. Let me get a little bit of break because the voice will need a rest for the pro shootout tomorrow night, which I think, looking at it, you might be involved in.
Oh, am I?
So I guess it would depend on how all of this kind of plays out.
All right, we'll find out, I
Yeah.
guess. I didn't even know about that. All right.
Yeah, because I want to say it's the top 9, possibly pros
Okay.
from the U.S., 9 or 10. That would then qualify. So we just have to wait and see that there.
Okay, awesome. A lot of close games here, actually.
Yeah, a lot of ones that get Austin Kipple, Larry Luckenbill Jr. up 20-12 on Ben and Ashley Brown. Brandon Peasley, Caden Blenko, which we've seen on the live feed here a couple times, are up on 18 from Quebec, Carl Bernard and Guillaume Tremblay. 15-9. Chris Muller, Rick Giroux are down 20-17 against Eric Augustine and Ronald Dorinka, a team out of Buffalo. And Eric is just an amazing thrower. And then Michael Klink and David St. Thomases are up 19-17 on Jerry Zimmerman and Steve Carroll. Looks like one game they were finished. Kipple and Luckenbill Jr. got the 1 point they needed.
It seems like right now the bubble team is Jeremy McCree and Nathan Bennett.
As you can see on the live feed here, we've got Ryan Tucker and one of our young great players, Gage McMillan. Up there, Eric Augustine, they just finished their game. Him and Ronald Dorinka won against Chris Muller, Rick Giroux.
Down to 2 games right now. Looks like 433 right now is the closest one finishing. The score's 19-17, so another close one right here.
Yeah. And they are on that far side of the building, I believe.
Yeah, they're over in the back corner.
Yeah. In behind the black curtain.
Yeah, so you
We can't see them.
And then the other one's right behind the bleacher right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, 33 is 19 up, so next bag is game.
Yes, Brandon Peasley, Caden Blancow up 20-9. Well, 20-9 now. That just changed as I was talking. Over Carl Menard and Guillaume Tremblay.
After yesterday, I could go for a nap right now.
After last night, I could go for a nap. Right away. Now you got to leave early.
Another game just finished. It looks like Caden Blancow and Brandon Peasley won.
Yep.
4-9.
Travis, if you want to know Tim's record, we're looking at the same standings that you're looking at. You just made the comment there that because everything is not fully done. I believe they were 3-2.
Yeah, so a couple 3-2 teams right now are.
Yeah, so Tim Sanchi and Justin Nolan were 3-2, so they are team 42.
Yeah, right near the bubble.
Right at the bubble, yes.
You know, one thing I hate to see is like you see 43 and 44 separated by 1 point.
Yeah.
It really matters though. Every point does matter, you know.
And especially for them because that team 44 right now, Aline Ladisseur and there's the big change. So like everything just finished. Yep. So let's see if we will get our top 43 teams. So yeah, so we do. We got team number 1, Connor Weiss, Ryan Tucker. 2, Jaden Ellis, Tony Pena. 3 will be Tiffany Fincham, Elizabeth Tennyson, Austin Kippel, Larry Luckenbill Jr., Isabella Sopranic, Gavin Cano, yourself and Jordan Power at 6, Ruben Snyder, Kyle Petering at 7, Jeremy Schemmerhorn, Joe Neistat 5-1 or 8th, Brady Foster, Steve DeRicky are 5-1, Danny Seals, Yeti Irwan are 5-1. Like, just got some big names that are 5-1 here.
Yeah.
Jimmy Human, Storm Hogue, Brandon Earl, Steve Gray, Clayton Robertson, Brandon Brown are 5-1. Chris Morrison, Broden Rarig, 5-1. Matthew Sheeta, Michael Rabenhorst, 5-1. Timmy Jonas, Nicole Pratt are 5-1. Samantha Finley, Maddie McBride, Chris Nadeau, Christopher Morielli are 5-1. Another Canadian team, Jason Lowe, Joel Pinnacum, 5-1, will be Tier 1. Robert Speary, Eric Hauser, 4-2.
That is crazy to see. Through 3 rounds, they
Yes.
had a 92 differential.
Exactly, yeah. Chad Skoma, Daryl Johanneman, 4-2. Lori Duell, Miranda Coy, 4-2. Voice is going here. Matthew St. Denis and Greg Phillips, 4-2. Al Woodward, 4, and Jeff Schrimmer, 4-2. Jason Rowe, Wayne Levere, 4-2. Jay Dotson, Gabe Dolan, 4-2. Tornatola and Richard Bushway are 4-2. Ryan Smith, Jamie Fincham, finishing 4-2. As well as Matt Saltamacchia and Brian Forbes, Ian Steckel, Josh Sanchez, Eric and Lisa Cooper, Tim Sanchi, Justin Nolan. They finished 4-2 and will be team 32. They are a Canadian team. Jeremy Macri, Nate Matt Matot, 4-2. Aline Ladisseur, Steve James, team 34 at 4-2. They are in. David Hesh, Jeffrey Gearhart, 4-2. Ben Brown, Ashley Brown, 4-2. Paul Villapiano and Austin Jasper, 4-2. Brian and Teresa Bogart, 4-2. Eric Sullivan, Bernie Portalessi will finish Tier 1 at 4-2. Dan Schulten and Eric Vanos, 4-2. Kiara Peterson, Ashley Turner, 4-2. Nick Patuski, Sean Farrell, 4-2. And Team 43, Adam Tadman and Daniel Faulkner at 4-2. That's a heartbreak for them. I'm going to see for 44 and 45.
Separated by and 46. Look at that.
Well, yeah,
Separated by
for all of those are 3 good Canadian teams. We'll have to play Tier 2.
Yeah.
I need a break.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get something to
Okay.
eat actually.
Let me finish up the chair. So Nick Cassidy, Michael Jeffrey finished 44th. James Forbes, Corey Ewart are 45th. Gage McMillan, Nyan Shaw are 46. So they will be the top of Tier 2. But I read off the 43 teams we'll have in Tier 1. I'm going to go with Mike and get some pizza and maybe a drink.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll be back a little later. I'm probably back about 3 o'clock. So back when when we were supposed to go live, we're giving you some bonus action here this afternoon. But we'll be back about 3 o'clock with the bracket rundown, or even the bracket of Tier 1, 2, and 3.
All right. Time for food though.